What's up, y'all? It's literally been hot for the past few days, and it was crazy. That's why I probably couldn't upload that frequently, because obviously due to the heat. So, hey, it's crazy, but good thing the heat's dying down significantly, which is good. But that doesn't mean that's going to be the end of it. There is going to be a lot more heat type weather coming. So they always say get your sunscreens and stuff ready. Make sure you have water or some type of cold beverage and all. But this is a topic that y'all be hearing me talk about millions of times on the channel. And that's obviously talking about my bestie, Trinity. Yes, I always like talking about it because, that's what best friends are for. Best friends usually talk about each other, whether it's on social media or through texting or anything, or any time of contact, really. And obviously, it's really hard for me to put into words as to how much I really have deep feelings for her and all that. Now, like I said, Trinity just has a really happy spirit. She really does. I literally don't know how to put it into words, because that's how much I really deeply love and care and have feelings for her. That's why it's so hard to put it into words. But like I said, she just has a very happy spirit, a good sense of humor, obviously, Obviously, she really does got a positive mind, because with stuff going around in life right now, it tends to, slow you down a bit, especially if it's emotional-wise or anything really that tends to put a damp to yourself. It's not supposed to, because you got the mind, the conscious, and the heart to push through that. And yeah, she has that. You have that ability. So it's not like it's gonna go away and then never come back, because it is. And if it does come back, you already know what to do, obviously, to avoid it. So, I did tell y'all in the past that I really want to spend the rest of my life with Trinity. I really do. Regardless if she still lives at home with her parents, or if at some point, if she was to get her own house or apartment at some point, I would want to spend the rest of my life with her, either as a best friend or as a potential boyfriend or husband. And that's literally it. I understand that life isn't really enjoyable, because, when you don't have much fun things to do, you're either just stuck inside doing your original daily routines when you're in the house, or going out with your parents to do this or do that. You just don't see any amusement in that, because obviously you just don't see it. But now you really want to have fun. You really want to go out, enjoy yourself, stretch out, all of that. And by the time you get out of high school, you'll be able to do just that. You should be free to do whatever the hell you want to do. Like I said, it's your life. If you want to go back to college and major in something, go right ahead. Even though I deeply recommend that you don't, because if you still don't know what you want to major in or what you want to be interested of majoring in, then college is obviously definitely not for you. But like I said, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. It's your life. Do whatever the hell you want. You say that you don't care what people say about you, what they think of you, or what you do, what you say. that's fine. Stay that way. You're not going to let anybody control you. Like I said, if you want to do this or do that, go for it. If someone's trying to talk you down from doing that, don't let them. Because one, you don't know them. They ain't your friends. They're not part of your family. So don't let that bother you. Or whatever else that life throws at you in general, don't let it stop you. Because if you let any of that stop you for some obvious reason, then you're clearly hurting yourself, because that's literally how it is. If you're letting life put you down like this, or if you're letting other people put you down like that, then you're literally hurting yourself, and that's really not cool. Like I said, you have much better strength than that, and you can easily overcome all of that. Like I said, I love giving you advice, and if I was to live with you, whether you're still living at home or if you was to get your own apartment or a house someday, I would still want to live with you and continue giving you all that advice, words of wisdom. I would love to bring you out to places. Hell yeah. I still got all that planned. That's only if your parents will allow me to live with you, at home and all that. If they allow me to. And then once I get their okay, and once I get my okay and all that, I'm all set. So all the fun stuff that you really wanted to do is really coming. It is coming. It may not be faster than you think, but it's coming. So you won't be bored anymore. You won't be feeling like life isn't fun anymore. Life is going to be fun. Like I said, as soon as you get that diploma, and as soon as you step out of that school building in your cap and gown, you are all set. No more damn school for you, unless if you want to go back into it. That's up to you. Just so you know, that's another 15 plus years of school. So if you really want to go through another 15 plus years of school, then that's your choice. Your parents already made clear to me that you was planning on going back to school. But you've told me personally through text that you don't know what you want to major in. And clearly you still don't know. Because I asked you recently, do you have plans on what you're going to do after you graduate? And you said you still have no clue. So, and that's understandable. So you're almost leaning towards how I used to be. When I was in my senior year, I still had no clue what I wanted to major in. I had no clue. There was a lot of stuff I could have majored in. I could have obviously majored in management or nursing if I wanted to become a doctor, or a teacher, or do this, do that. Something with engineering, psychology, which I had in mind just recently, but not by then. And there are other jobs, like obviously into the law enforcement, obviously. But like I said, I never had any of those in mind, just until recently. But I chose to not go back to school because of how long you gotta stay in school just to major all that. And that's 15 plus years again. And I'm not going through all those years of school again. Hell nah. Because I hated school, but at the same time, I kind of loved it. Because that was literally going to be my answer to the real life. And that's obviously going to be the answer to your life once you get out. Once you get out, you are all set. You can do whatever the hell you want. Like I said, you can apply for a regular job like I'm in the middle of. Like I said, you would just need help getting your ID, obviously. But since you might be able to get the under 21 type ID, but I actually recommend that you do wait until you're 21, so that way you can get the over 21 type ID, so that way you don't technically have to renew it once you do turn 21. And then once you get your ID, you can obviously go for your permit, drive and all that. Hopefully get a car, and then boom, you're all set. Once you have a car, you'll be able to easily apply for a job, part-time or full-time. Or if you really think that it's necessary, you can go back to school and major something. There's a lot of stuff you can do out there. Like I said, I can only give you a few suggestions on what you can possibly do. One of them is, like I said, psychology, nursing, teaching, engineering, consulting, law enforcement. There's a lot of other specific type of majors that you can do that does involve you going back to school. Yeah, but there's a lot out there. So, and I kind of understand that it is a lot to choose from, because there is a lot of job openings, a lot of majors that you can take part in. There's a lot of it out there, and I know it's kind of hard to choose which one you really want to do. But at the same time, though, it's your choice. If you want to go back to school and risk doing another 15 plus years, then go right ahead. If you think you have the knowledge, if you think you have the strength to do it, go right ahead. And Trinity, I'm talking to you, not just anybody. I'm really talking to you and possibly anybody else that's graduating this year, out of high school specifically. So whatever y'all want to do, that's on you. But like I said, there's a lot that y'all can do out there. There really is. But at the same time, though, if you don't want to go through another 15 plus years of school, then that's also all right. Like I said, you can focus on getting your ID, do this, do that, get a regular job, part-time or full. Get your driving permit if you want to drive, get your license, get a car, and you're all set. But overall, this main video was about Trinity specifically. I was mainly talking to her about it, if you are watching this. But at the same time, this can be for other people. This could be for other kids that are about to graduate high school, so maybe not just specifically for one person, but I guess it can be for others too. Relatable. But yeah, but overall, like I said, I do see a lot of potential for Trinity. I really do. I do see it. She may not see it, but I do. Like, it's just remaining faithful, praying to God, and literally thanking him because he's getting you to where you are in life right now, and you should be deeply thanking him for that. Because of his grace and his mercy, you are where you're at right now. And if it wasn't for him, you probably would have been kept back, and that probably would have been absolutely devastating right there. In my life, I was never, ever kept back in school. I wasn't. And guess what? I'm glad I wasn't. The only time I had summer school was back in my late 6th grade year. It was all because of my math class that I was failing, because the math teacher was going ham on everyone, and it was our first year in middle school, and our math teacher was forcing it on us. And that was the reason why we failed, because that teacher was forcing it. So that's what caused me to get summer school. But guess what? I didn't have to do anything. I didn't do anything. As soon as I got to summer school, they didn't have me do anything. They just had me sit down and do absolutely nothing. And I remember this. They had me sit there and do absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. And that was pretty shocking. So, but overall, that was back then, but that was the only time I had summer school. I have not had summer school. I have never had summer school since then. So, but overall, Trinity, I have a lot of faith in you. I have a lot of grace and mercy in you. Like, I see a lot of potential in you. Like, I do see your life potentially becoming a lot more better and a lot more enjoyable, a lot more successful, hopefully. You just gotta believe in yourself, have faith, obviously, because faith is the big word when it comes to trying to get your life together or straight from school or whatever. Faith is that big word, and once you keep it within you, hey, a lot of good stuff are gonna happen. So again, regardless if you're still living at home or if you was to get your own apartment or a house someday, I would still want to live with you. I still do. So that way I can make your life as more enjoyable as I can, either as a best friend or as a potential future husband or boyfriend. I do want to make that happen. I did say that I hope and pray that someday you will find a guy that's willing to give you that type of commitment. And if you don't, not only would I feel extremely awful for you, but I would also step in and be that guy that's going to give you that commitment. So until then, I really wish you nothing but luck. I really am trying to see if I can try to spend the summer with you, because I don't really have any summer plans, to be honest. The only plan I got is to spend it at a friend's house. That's the only summer plan I got. But I need to get permission, obviously, from your parents and all that. So once I do, then I should be all set. Until then, yeah, I just want you to be happy. That's it. Like, I don't want you feeling nervous or scared or shy about the real life, because yeah, real life is about you going through challenges and stuff like that. And I said before that when it comes to life, if you want good stuff and successful things to happen to you, you have to be uncomfortable just to get there. And that's true. If you're too comfortable, then not a lot of good things are going to happen to you. I was told that in life you have to be uncomfortable in order to be successful, in order to get to where you want to in life. Being uncomfortable does involve you going through stress, going through pressure, or going through a lot of hard, intensive work, or going through a lot of schooling, or this and that. You have to go through all of that. That's called being uncomfortable in your life. Once you go through that, you're basically giving yourself more strength, more confidence, and possibly maybe more pride too. I think pride may seem a bit too deep, but I guess you can possibly get more pride from being that as well. So, but overall, it does involve you being that way. So you may not see it that way, but it is that way. So all I want you to do is just be happy. You know, live your life to the fullest. Don't let nothing or no one stop you. And hopefully someday I'll be able to spend the rest of my days with you. Hopefully. So that way I can continue giving you all the support and love that you need. because obviously you deserve it. Of course you're getting it from your parents, definitely. But at the same time, you might need a little bit more support than just them. So until then, I just wish you well. But that's all I got for y'all today, Hopefully y'all enjoyed and all. Make sure you like and subscribe if any of y'all are new, obviously. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later.